Let's return to our top story now. The city of Calgary expects a broken water main will be fixed by early next week. In the meantime, though, Calgarians need to adapt to a new normal, and they're being urged to conserve as much water as possible. Calgary Mayor Jeromy Farkas joins us in studio tonight. Thank you for making time for us.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. You are really not mincing your words today to try to get across the seriousness of this situation. You've even said this could be life-threatening.
Yeah, this is a very serious situation we're facing as a city. This water pipe that is underneath our streets, it is a ticking time bomb. No amount of patchwork repairs is going to be able to fix this for good. The only long-term fix is completely replacing the line. So we want it to be as transparent as possible with Calgarians, letting them know that this could break again next week, it could break again next month or next year. The only fix will be to completely replace the line.
Okay, so you said today that we are in a new normal of water conservation. I want to be really clear with Calgarians what this means. You're not saying that the restrictions that we're under right now are going to be in place for the next 2 years, but they could be in place off and on for the next 2 years, because this could happen again.
Yeah, that's correct. And we're going to have to be much more proactive, much more preventative when it comes to maintaining this pipe. It is very much a sick, failing pipe that is chronically ill, terminally ill. So we're going to have to be much more aggressive in terms of shutting it down come the spring and the fall. And it could be possible it could break tomorrow, next week, next month. So we have to set the public expectations around that, be fully transparent. And the long-term fix, obviously, is to be able to build that replacement line. But meanwhile, we're going to be receiving a report very soon from an independent panel of experts that talks about the governance, the accountability, the people piece to this. So our council is taking bold action to be able to address this, but we felt it was important, given that this is what we knew, that we were transparent as possible with Calgarians.
This report, the independent report, what are you anticipating that you will learn in it that you don't already know?
So we know that this type of pipe was failing elsewhere in other municipalities. We know that there's certain things that could have contributed to its early failure here in Calgary, soil conditions, maybe the type of maintenance regime that we had here in Calgary. I anticipate it's going to be talking about a stronger governance model. Think, for example, NMAX. Right now, our electric utility has a board of directors, very much stronger accountability mechanism, stronger oversight over management. I'm anticipating that this report will be calling for the same, as well as potentially some other ways that we can further reduce redundancy. Like, another question is, why does 60% of Calgary's water go through this pipe? So there's other ways that we can be advancing that infrastructure ask of other levels of government. But for our part, our city council has approved an unprecedented $1.1 billion in this recent budget, which is nearly 3 times what was spent in recent years. So our council is very serious about addressing this need, not just fixing it for today or tomorrow, but making sure that our system is to last for the next 100 years.
The Premier said a couple of days ago that maybe the province needs to step in and have some sort of oversight with the water system. What do you say to that, and did you speak to the province today?
Yeah, I've had the opportunity to speak with the Premier, with various ministers, Minister Ellis, Williams and others. We welcome the conversation about ways that the province could potentially lean in to better support municipalities in terms of our funding challenges. Not just here in Calgary, but all across municipalities in Alberta. There's a very significant deficit for infrastructure. So we're thinking about ways that, you know, if they're willing to lean in with additional support, that additional support should come with oversight. So very much looking forward to continued conversations, not with just our provincial counterpart, but also our federal counterparts who all across the board have been very deeply engaged with us.
Businesses are telling us when we go out and talk to them, not just in Bowness, but all over the city, that they're really concerned about how this impacts them. Is there a possibility of any funding for businesses?
Yeah, this has been hugely frustrating, not just for residents, but also locally impacted businesses. When you think about everything that Bowness and Montgomery has gone through, not just the feeder main repairs, but also the historic floods in the past, we have to step up. We need to better support our businesses. And during the campaign, I advocated that a certain amount of capital infrastructure funding should have money set aside for business continuity. So better ways that we can support the businesses. And let's make it very clear that these locally impacted businesses today, now more than ever, need our help. So our appeal to Calgarians is to conserve water, but also to help us support those businesses through a really tough time.
I just want to reiterate, you need to keep the water usage under 485 million liters per day right now. We're going over that. So just really quickly, what are some really easy ways that Calgarians can help?
So we're asking Calgarians to step up to be able to support us, not just for conservation's sake, but to help our first responders. We are entering loss of life territory where if we continue on our current trends, we will not have the water pressure needed to maintain our fire hydrants. So this is a very important issue. Ways that we can help is by only flushing your toilets when necessary, keeping your showers to about 3 minutes, only running the dishwasher and laundry when they're full. This is an incredibly urgent situation that we're in for the next few days. We do have an end in sight. We do have a long-term fix, but in the interim, we need to rally as Team Calgary to get this done.
Okay, Mayor Farkas, thank you for coming in tonight and for making time for us.
Yeah, thank you as well to Calgarians. I know this has been such a frustrating situation. I'm as frustrated as anybody else. The end is in sight, but we got to rally for just a little bit longer.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.